The nightmare reel. Applause. Music. Applause. Music. Chief second only. Chief second only. Please. Chief. Mr. Blitzko, Mr. Fighters. For the WBC Heavyweight Championship. Good, clean fight. Obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Touch. Gloves. Good luck. Says he looks like an orange kicker too. One of the stalwarts of the heavyweight. In the 2000s. Ideally, this won't require a lot of blow by blow. They're going to bang away. Yeah, I kinda doubt it. I think Vitali's going to try to back away for the first. He landed a little left hook to begin the evening. Get inside Klitschko's arms, and he's got to be careful as much as well. I would say this much at this point. Arreola has created against Vitali. Sam. Peter didn't exist. Juan Carlos Gomez in his most recent fight with his great defense. And right now, Arreola is slowed down. His momentum and his intensity has slowed down to discourage him from coming in. Well, then midway through, our clock is momentarily not working. So I'll keep you posted on in position with the jab to keep his distance. He finishes everything with a long jab after. Arreola's gloves also holds his left hand well below his waist. Why do his left hand is right? Because he has an unusual sense and he can sense it and move away. It's one of the unique things I watched when I was watching him in training. He can feel if he goes to neutralize the punch. He takes great advantage of his height. It's been a Vitali Klitschko round by and large up to now. The dominant action of the round has been won by Vitali Klitschko, and as is usually, one more. All right, keep those hands up, baby. Just keep working behind that stick. Right. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Get the score. Rose is here to root for Arreola. He's buddies with promoter Dan Goosen and has been a guest in Arreola. Vitali Klitschko, 34 out of 88. Only 7 of 32 for Chris Arreola. Sometimes the best way to deal with a jabber is to jab this round. But if so far Pisco has been keeping a punch cannot really get the range for his punching jab, might be easier for Chris to go to the body stage right now. He's comfortable at the safe, but I will say Chris, as we can see right there, is creating a lot more anxiety than anyone else has. Knocking Arreola back a step. There's a body shot for Klitschko. He ain't pretty. Ariel is making work hard. Yeah, that's right. I mean, the reason Vitali threw 88 punches in round 1 to keep him back. That's how eager Arreola is to get there, where he can just simply move back. Right, and then reach in and punch. 2 big shots. Yes, he has his own effective awkwardness, but it's very, very good. Very coordinated awkward. There's German interpreter Rudy Kuhn. Keep those hands moving. Hands up. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. You keep up the pace. He's fighting with an open mouth, breathing through his mouth. My memory is long-distance fight. Still doing that all night because he maintains that certain space where he can get away with that, and all of the punches which angle they're coming from. Well, the other thing is that he can throw arm punches with, if you're an aerial given for treating yourself to the notion that he's getting closer, and maybe a smile on Chris's face. Thereafter he ducked the punch from music. Badala. Well, the question becomes, who's paid more of a price to get through the first 3 rounds? Is Klitschko wearing down from all the movement and activity? How long can he go on taking this kind of punishment? Is with his PhD in sports science. Cold. Applause. Calculus, right? And he's a bit aggressive but smart and creating a lot of more pressure on Vitali than anyone that he's fought in a long time. Vitali Klitschko. Jim, I got to tell you, Chris Arreola is making the biggest mistake I've ever seen. You got to give him angles, and you got to work your way inside by giving him angles just like he's doing there. While you were talking, he landed Arreola his 2 most effective punches of the fight so far. One was a right. How you want him to be? Another fighter? He's this fighter. This is a long way to go. I would have to say that Ariel is taking that distance away from him and having his hands only fighting the best fight that he can fight and be changing the fight. Certainly, he can get his supporters in the crowd into it here in this 4th round. Matal Metallic can get tired, but when you have experience, it's like a set very easily. Well, Klitschko, he's so tall, and he fights. Arreola, who promised us punches in. Punches, he hasn't been able to get. There enough. Look for him underneath a little more. Oh, I'm sorry. Talk to you. A little loop room in his punches. And you see a little short left hook right here that led him by simply because he's closing the gap and getting closer where Vitali has pressure though. Get closer and caused Vitali to make a mistake. Another right hand. Lands a body feet to turn back with a right hand. Arreola got to be very careful. They don't get too anxious and get too close. Because he sees Vitali when Vitali can punch from a distance where he can punch. And he can hook just like that. Manny goes to corner Vitalik. Let's goes to the body punches. They should. You don't. In amateur boxing, but I think you should in professional boxing. Music. 34. There was a moment in the fourth round when it appeared Klitschko might be tiring a little, hurting anywhere now. Well, and he knows that Vitali is not a big one-punch puncher. Thank you. Good job. Go to the left and then retaliate. Right. Step out. Okay. First left, then right. Don't you keep doing what you're doing. Cutting them off to the left. All right. And then see what happens. Bring those hands up. Arreola almost walked into a big right hand. He's got to be ready. He said he had a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C for this fight. Arreola still trying. Both Samuel and Juan Carlos Gomez, Klitschko's last two opponents, had basically given up by time. And it turned out not to be that even. Though he's winning it, he's really having to. After every exchange and clinching. In fact, how many clinches have you saw in this entire fight? That Arreola's momentum is waning, and now he almost got a big right hand on the chin. You land a clean punch on. Well, you know we've talked about that, but it's really hard to hit Klitschko with the second shot or hits you to keep the space. Fight in a very controlled distance fight. Any of the last several opponents who just couldn't get inside the big man.